First off, please don't come for me in the comments. I know what I've done, and I'm feeling the weight of it big time. I broke his heart, and it makes me cry a lot, because I knew what I was doing, and I could have just stopped myself, but I didn't. We may still be friends, but I also feel like he kind of loathes me for it, and I don't blame him because I loathe myself too. I loathe myself, and I'm so ashamed of myself for it because I promised him I wouldn't, and I completely shattered that promise. He treated me like a princess and bought me anything I wanted, even if we didn't have it in our budget, or didn't need it. He always made sure I was okay before himself. Always tried his best to give me all the compliments that made me feel like $1 million, even when I truly didn't feel like it. Nurtured me when I told him something I couldn't even tell my own family and helped me tell them. He helped me become the best version of myself without expecting anything in return. He made me feel like a little baby when I want to be cuddled. All in all, he gave me everything, plus tons more than I deserved. And I did try my best to do the same for him. But clearly, I didn't actively try hard enough to keep to that. And this is what it turned out to be. My love, if you see this, I love you so ducking much. I'm truly sorry for cheating after promising you one thing and giving you another. You mean the world to me, and no one can ever replace you or the things we have done together. I hope one day we get the chance to continue our relationship, but on better terms, and me a better person for not only you, but myself, because you deserve better than what I gave you, and I want the chance to give you something better than what I have. I can sense the deep remorse and regret you're experiencing over your actions, and it's clear that you're genuinely sorry for hurting your fiancé. It's important to acknowledge your mistakes and take steps towards making amends, but also recognize that healing and moving forward will take time. Here are some pieces of advice to consider. 1. Give him space. Right now, your fiancé might need some space to process his emotions and thoughts. Pushing for immediate reconciliation might not be the best approach. Respect his need for distance. 2. Reflect on your actions. It's good that you've acknowledged your mistakes and are taking responsibility for them. Use this time to reflect on why you made the choices you did and what led to this situation. Understanding your motivations can help you avoid making similar mistakes in the future. 3. Learn and grow. Self-improvement is crucial in this situation. Use this time to work on yourself, not just for the possibility of rekindling the relationship, but for your own personal growth. Identify areas of your life that need improvement, whether they're related to communication, trust, or impulse control. 4. Apologize sincerely. If you haven't already, apologize to your fiancé sincerely. A heartfelt apology can show that you genuinely regret your actions and are willing to make amends. However, be prepared for the fact that he might not be ready to accept your apology right away. 5. Focus on self-forgiveness. While it's important to acknowledge your mistakes and feel remorse, it's also crucial to forgive yourself. Holding on to guilt and shame can hinder your personal growth and healing process. Remember that everyone makes mistakes, and what matters is how you learn from them. 6. Respect his feelings. It's understandable that he might have mixed feelings about remaining friends, especially considering the hurt he's experienced. Respect his boundaries and feelings, and don't pressure him into anything. 7. Seek professional help. If the situation becomes overwhelming for either of you, consider seeking the help of a therapist or counselor. A professional can provide guidance on how to navigate these emotions and work towards healing. 8. Give it time. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It will take time for both of you to process your emotions and decide what's best for yourselves individually. Be patient and allow the healing process to unfold naturally. Remember that while you want to make amends, the outcome isn't entirely in your control. Your fiancé will also need to make decisions based on his feelings and what he believes is best for him. Regardless of the outcome, this experience can serve as a lesson for personal growth and understanding the impact of our choices on others. How did it happen, if you don't mind me asking? I created a Snapchat because I didn't have one and started talking to a guy sexually and sent him special pictures of my body that I took for my ex-fiancé. I created a Snapchat because I didn't have one. Well, that's an odd reason. Imagine using this logic with anything else in life. I haven't ever stabbed myself with a kitchen knife, guess I should. Completely absurd, right? Your curiosity burned you here. And that was the first step in a very long chain of bad decisions that you could have stopped at any time you wanted to. You're completely right, and I should have instead of continuing any conversation with anyone. And I understand your logic pertaining to creating a Snapchat. It wasn't even my curiosity. It was my lack of self-discipline in this relationship to not do so. Even if it was the end of the relationship with him going into the military, we were still together, and I should have been better with how I handled myself. And I'm guessing you left him anyways. I admittedly cheated and he broke up with me. Sounds like Joycelyn, except I kept trying to make it work, and she kept lying, cheating, and using me. If I get another chance with him ever, I will have changed and be a better person for him and what he actually needs, but that's a big if. I gave her one last chance tonight and she completely turned it down and burned the bridge with me like never before. I hope you don't do the same. I couldn't do that. He means too much to me for me to completely ruin something that means too much to me. Sounds like you. We're just using him and didn't really appreciate him and betrayed him in the worst way. If you truly loved him, you wouldn't have cheated on him and ruined everything. I bet there were a lot of incidents that led to the cheating, and you made a lot of selfish choices. Did you ever think about him, or how much you loved him as you were in another guy's arms? All I can say is, you should be happy. He's still friends with you, and asking for more after what you did to him is just shameless. The one thing that shouldn't be forgiven in a relationship is cheating, because if a partner has been unfaithful in a relationship, it's not moving forward anymore. It's just trying to survive and will never reach what it could have been, because it's tainted and not pure anymore. And the resentment and pain from the experience of cheating will never truly go away for both of you. Let me lead off by saying I'm a long-time user, but rarely post. I felt like this situation justified it. So my ex-fiancé and I have been together for 4 years. This all literally happened on our 4-year anniversary, mind you. During this time, we have struggled together and definitely have went through our ups and downs. 6 months into our relationship, she has a falling out with her mother and is basically thrust into living with me. I accepted, and we actually turned out to be happy and for a bit. I supported her for a whole year, while she could not work due to not having her ID and not being able to obtain it in the new state we moved to. That year was filled with struggle, and plenty of hungry nights and eviction notices. I did my best to keep everything together, but I simply could not. I turned to my father for help, and we both moved in. During this time, it allowed us to breathe a bit, and she was able to get her ID. Once she got that, she was able to get a job at our local grocery store. Some time goes by and I feel the distance grow. Keep in mind we were already lifeless in the bedroom at this time. With the bickering and the resentment that seemed to be lingering there, it was absolutely the right move to call things off. We were basically at the standstill where neither of us wanted to make the move. So the night before our 4-year anniversary, I was expressing excitement and there was finally a look that something was wrong. I pressed the issue and the talk ensued. It was tough for sure, but we both knew what was best. There was one thing that was off, though. She always expressed how much she loathed the state we moved to and how much she wanted to go back. At this point, her and her mom have been on very good terms, and she was even offered a room and a job back home. But during our talk, she decided the plan would be to stay in Vegas for her job. This struck me as very odd. After our talk, we laid down and she was out quick, like nothing happened. I couldn't sleep. I felt the urge to check her phone after feeling a vibrate. Sure enough, there it is. A text from the front-end manager at Smith's. There's a lot of texts dating back the whole month, ranging from all kinds of sexual references and a time she loved when he choked her neck while they embraced at work. Right then and there, I woke her up and told her she either needed to move with him or move back him because she was done here. She was gone the next day. Now my dilemma lies here. I am truly looking for a reason not to be petty. The more I think on it, the angrier I get. I know time heals all, but it doesn't sit right with me that her and this guy were doing this behind my back. The guy is a single father with 3 kids. In the text, there's a message on each side acknowledging him getting her more hours due to their relationship. Their company has a strict rule against nepotism as well as workplace relationship. Should I report to their HR and get them both fired? I understand that you're in a difficult situation and are grappling with a lot of emotions right now. However, it's important to consider your actions carefully before making any decisions. Here are a few points to think about. 1. Emotional processing. It's evident that you're deeply hurt and upset right now. Before taking any actions, give yourself time to process your emotions and avoid making decisions solely out of anger. 2. Ethical and consequences. Consideration. Reflect on the implications of reporting your ex-fiancé's relationship with her coworker to HR. Understand that this step is significant and should be made with careful consideration, not driven solely by revenge. 3. Personal growth and healing. Instead of focusing on seeking retribution, Prioritize your own personal growth and well-being. Use this time to heal, reflect, and work on improving yourself, as this will ultimately contribute to a more positive future. 4. Support and perspective. Reach out to those you trust, like friends, family, or a counselor, to discuss your feelings and gain outside perspective. Their insights can help you make more balanced decisions during this challenging time. Yep, inform. HR. Burn it all down. Was this recent? If so, go ahead. If today was a while ago, I would just move on. You got her out of your life. That's the silver lining. Quit trying to be a knight in shiny armor, swooping in to save the damsel in distress. That's for the movies. Recent, she was out officially yesterday. Definitely contacting HR. Worldwide comments of the day. When a woman blatantly disrespects you like this and gaslights you, there's no need for communication. Just pack up and leave her. Without saying a word. Doesn't matter if breaking up flips your world upside down. Her cheating and disrespecting you is already flipping your world upside down. Flip her world upside down and don't show any emotion and leave. This will drive her insane. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.